What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoky transforming box thing review, we're going to be taking a look at two box things that come in one box that turn into another singular box thing. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it is the new Landbreaker from Megabox, and it's the Landbreaker Elite. That's from the All Might teams, or All Might teams, so AMTS, so AMPS. And as you can see here, it's a big robot with a green and purple color scheme. I wonder what that's homaging. I don't know. But you got Fit 2 Toys down here. Now this is the original Fit 2 Toys logo. They have upgraded to a different logo, so in newer packaging it will show that. But you got 2020 Fit 2 Toys, all rights reserved. Come to this side, you got modular design, combination, transform. And you can see more stuff going on there from the really cool box art. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Now this is a custom recolor. I say custom. It's a special recolor of the regular Landbreaker, and obviously it's a Devastator thing. Yep, Megabox. And you come to the back here, you got all the thingies. Then you see Mole Elite, Groundhog Elite, and then you got their individual box forms, and then you got Landbreaker Elite. So that's pretty cool. And you got a little QR code there. I don't know, go scan it, see what happens. And you got a Sad Pac-Man. Ages 15 plus. Hey, I'm right in the middle of that. And then, of course, if you open it up, you get all the stuff inside there. There is a cool backdrop. I will show that off here in a second. But we're going to go ahead and get it out. Alright, so here we have the different ones. I don't know offhand which one was which, just by looking at it. Sorry. Hold on. Crap. Which one? Oh, okay, so this is Mole, that's Groundhog. Had to look, because they're not exactly mobile. Okay, so inside the box you have this really cool background. Mine got a little bit squished in shipping, so that sucks. By the way, I did pick it up at Chosen Prime. You can order from BBTS as well, but Chosen Prime has them in stock. BBTS is still on pre-order, so it is what it is. Also within the box, you get instructions, which this is the standard color version instruction, because why bother. Illustrated by Mechazone. You do some cool artwork. I really do dig that. You got AMTS right there, and you got the different combinations. You got unlock, lock, press, caution, so that's the different symbols for how to transform it. And you got the combination modes. It does have two combination modes. I don't know if I'll get that. We'll see what happens. In fact, I don't believe I've ever bothered to do the secondary combination mode, but we'll try it. So we got box mode, I guess vehicle mode, and you got modular design, so you can actually break it apart and make other things. You got code 0, code blank, code whatever. So you get code 1, code 2, mix them together, do all kinds of things. I have not tried to do any of that, but we'll see if we'll do that in this video or another one. Right? Right. So I'm going to set the instructions to the side along with the backdrop. I will do the backdrop for the thumbnail because I think it'll look really cool. So here they are in their box charger forms. Once again, super clear, like a ton of nice clarity going on with the box charger. And for those who haven't been around very long, you can see that the box chargers integrate this way and this way, so you can stack them all willy-nilly like I was in there. So, and as previously discussed on another video, I'm kind of out of room for box chargers in my collection. So there we go. We got the each different one there, and their box modes, and you can see a lot of really cool tampo detailing. You can see it's like glowing with the super green and the purple and gray plastic and or paint. That's probably paint. They do have wheels, which is cool, so they will roll to a degree. So let's see here. Let's start with, once again, I think I had them backwards. So let's start with this one. I believe this is Mole. Once again, I say I believe. I believe. Okay. And I've only transformed them once. I gotta remember how to do this. Oh, that's right. So these are tabbed in down here in the bottom of the treads. Come on. There we go. So that is really tabbed into that slot down there. Alright. So untab that from there. And then let's bring all these things out. Let's see here. You guys don't need audible instructions when I can just show you the thing that it's doing, right? Let's see here. Then I know that flops up like that. And you can play around with the things. You can even move this out like so. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do here. Let's see. Just kind of messing with it. Because this one has... Oh, yeah, there it goes. This one has some claw thingies happening. Stuff like that. But if you leave it up like this, you can do that. So, I mean, the funny thing is, like, there's configurations you can just do, like, just because. And there's other configurations that are, you know, supposed to happen. So you can leave this pretty compact. Like that. Just depending on how you want to do it. So you can kind of do this number. And then you have your just little, got your little guy going on there. And you have the cockpit that does open. If I'm correct, it's hinged, so it should open. Okay, that flips out, and then that flips up. And you actually have almost like a Diaclone size seat going on in there, which is pretty cool. So really, really alluding to a lot of things. And it has, you know, silver paint or gunmetal paint, red paint, all along there, you know, tampo details all over this. You know, you got a little chainsaw here. Could have done with a brush to really make that good. And, you know, you can really, like, swing this out wide. These are going to be the arms. I believe these are going to be the arms for the main robot body anyways. So, you know, you can really mess with it. The only thing you can't do is rotate at different joints, which would be fun. Okay, so let's see. Let's rotate that joint down, and now we got kind of an elbow situation here. So maybe that's the key to all of it. Rotate that down, and then now you've got other things that can happen here. Okay, my apologies. I did not see how far gone the focus was. That was my bad. I wasn't looking at the camera, I was just playing with my toy. So let's do this number. I believe the modular nature, so if you yoink that off, you can get more stuff out of it. I think you only utilize this when it's going into combine mode, I believe. So let's just push this back together. Just make it good, however you want. So can just do the thing, bring out the chainsaw. Yeah, I have no idea when the camera started acting really wonky. Apology. So it says caution right there. Now, I'm sure that's not 100% perfect, but it is what it is. So let's look at mole, I believe it is. Once again, I could have it backwards. The other half of the thingy. So let's just flip that out there. And my biggest confusion with this one was, how the heck does the treads area like really kind of balance? Because you've got it accordions like 3 ways from Sunday, so you can do it like a bunch of different ways, which is really weird. So you got it to where you can do this number. Actually, this is the arms, because you have these ever so lovely claws here, and then you can rotate. You got some elbow action going on there. You have some pile driver action happening right there, which is cool. This cockpit opens up like so, which is nice, kind of scary looking. Got some silver painted headlights. Now this one isn't 100% on the transformation, because as I previously stated, it's a little bit weird how these transform. Like, you can do a lot with just this wheels, just these wheels. You can just do a thing like that if you want. You can even rotate this around and come back this way and really just mess with the wheels. And like I said, there is an official transformation, and then there's just your interpretation of what the heck is happening. So, I mean, that's like the compact form. So let's go this way, like that, and then just kind of utilize this however you want. That rotates there. Bring it forward and be like ridiculous. Ah! Now, technically speaking, these are its tail lights, so that's not really going to work too well. So let's flop this down, rotate that around, utilizing our different joints there. And then we can just kind of chillax, you know. Even like really stretch it out like that. But that's already that way, so. I mean, once again, these are not the official transformations. This is just what I'm trying to make happen, and I'm having fun with it. And then, once again, modular nature, like almost like a gunpla joint right there. You can totally pull that off. Getting it back in might be troublesome, though. Let's see here. Yeah, that is quite troublesome. Okay. So it's got arms, it can do things. I mean, you can flip this whole back section up and have that going on too. It's not necessary, technically speaking, but you know, you can just have fun, like I said before. So if we want to do all of this and we put the big hole forward for no reason. Oh, I thought I broke that. So once again, modular nature. This is not official transformation. This is just me having fun with it, but it's kind of the point. Just have some freaking fun with it, you know. Even lay this out completely flat like that and get like a tank thing going on. Rotate this around, lay it out flat as you can. Hold on, let me pull this up. Now I can lay that flat. Now we've got this number. That's pretty funny. Alright, so, you know, there's the thing. Should I look up the proper transformation? I think I should. Hold on. Okay, so there it is in the more official capacity. And it's a little bit wonky, if I'm honest, but, like, it keeps an interesting, like, insectoid motif going, which is kind of cool. And, you know, I'm sort of close on this one. The only thing I didn't do, well, I guess I did it and then I undid it. So you want to spread these out like so, and then just extend this however you want. But essentially that one was right. So that's those two done. And you can see here you utilize the arms in a very different manner. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, skip that transformation because frankly it was kind of a pain in the butt to do all that, and it's fine. It's fine because I'm going to show off the different combinations and stuff. So I'm going to try to get these guys into their vehicle combination mode, which I've never done, so this will be interesting. Alright, so I'm going to try to get this guy into the thing, but the problem is it shows from box mode, not from vehicle mode. So you want this to be like it was in box mode, more or less. And that's basically like this. So you want the arms facing forward and down like that. And then we want to extend the base out and down. And then we want this rotated around like that, because it looks flat in comparison. That's got that like this, and this is like this. I'm doing my best to get it in there. And once again, there's a lot of rotation joints and stuff on this guy. Okay, where am I at? See, the thing is, I think this is meant to be up. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Something here looks very different than what I'm looking at here. Is there another spot that can rotate? Oh, this is backwards. Okay, hold on. I didn't even have that correct. So this is supposed to be this way. And I'm sure there were some of you eagle-eyed people who were very much like yelling at the screen that I had that weird. Okay, so now that's how we want it. So once again, a lot of rotation joints and stuff like that to get properly aligned. Okay, and we want these kind of straight out. I wasn't paying attention to that, sorry. Okay, so straight out with a little bit of a bend. And then we want all of this to come straight forward like that. Then you want these to basically be like that. Like that number. And one thing that sucks is it doesn't like tab in or anything. It's just like that. Okay, so now we want these brought out and down. And yes, I have the instructions directly in front of me. I've never done this transformation before. Okay, and then we want to bend here. I want to do an ab crunch, more or less, and then bring this down, kind of. Numerically speaking, that doesn't make sense. Okay, unless it's like this, which actually looks, yeah, that's more correct. Okay, and so this needs to be extended more forward, so that we're like that number. Yeah, I know. I don't understand it either. Okay, and then, holy crap, where am I at now? It shows that folding this way, but actually the arrow goes the opposite direction. But this is what you're going for, so you get the wheels out front like that. And then you want these turned ever so slightly. It says 10 degrees, as if I have the ability to just do that. So we'll just ever so slightly tilt that. And I think technically the claw is supposed to be slid in like that. Wait, what? Okay. So the whole arms needed to be tilted inward, and then you straighten these out like that. It's kind of a mess, but, you know, it's interesting, to say the least. Okay. Oh, we're not done yet, so we need to come back here, swing this around, flip it up and over. That's kind of cool. And then flip this forward. It's on a little bit of a spinner. It's supposed to be anyways. There it goes. Flip that forward, flip this up. Now, in a lot of ways, it's very similar to its combined bot mode. It just kind of shrunk down, so to speak. So that's that one done. I'll set it off to the side. And we're going to do this guy. Once again, for combined mode. Okay, so I need these sort of back to how they were. Oop, that's not right. Flip this back this way. It's kind of how that was. I say kind of because I don't remember. Okay. Push these back in. Push this back in. Come on. There we go. Like that. Alright. So I'm incidentally basically transforming it back to box mode here. More or less. Okay, so... well, that's not right. Where does this one go? Okay, so that goes up like that. I got it. Okay. So it's supposed to be flat. That's supposed to be like that. Okay. Now I'm caught up. There we go. Alright, so we want to use that tilt joint. So we're like this number. What is going on there? I can't tell. It's pointing at this, but I don't know what it's telling me to do. I understand to take this and extend it up and cover that somehow, but that doesn't make sense because this is not down. How do you... That doesn't move independently of the arms. How does that work? Oh, I'm dumb. You're supposed to only move the arms. That's what was wrong. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so you only wanted to move the arms. I don't think you do anything special to that. It's just telling you to, you know, pay attention to this. So arms up, that down. So we got this, what is equivalent to this situation. Is that it? That is it. Okay, so that's all you're going to do to that. So you're covering up this cockpit hatch and adding this whole back section here. And now what we're going to do is just plug them in together. And by the way, this is a tough joint. So that's not lined up properly. So let's tilt that down ever so slightly. And there we go. There's our combined vehicle mode. That is freaking weird. Not gonna lie. I mean, it does look like some construction equipment, don't it? Like I said, my instructions were right there. So that's that. And we are essentially, you know, we're already on our way to having our stuff in bot mode. So let's just go ahead and pull this out. And those are going to be our arms. I'm going to try to interpret this because once again, they tell you to get to combination mode from box mode, but we're already mostly there. So let's pull that apart again because we're not going to utilize that hole. We have so many other holes that we can use. That sounded weird. Okay. All right, so we want to utilize this. And we're going to have this already out. We want that down. We want this guy out already. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to untab. Okay, I'm not sure where that cut off, so that sucks. Okay, so we want to bring this down to some degree. Leave that compacted. Okay, so we want the cockpit area to be facing down like that. And then we come around to here. And you want this folded up flat like it was. And these are going to be the feet. So basically you're just going to try to flatten it out, fill it out, and then that's going to be your feetsies. And then we're just going to straighten all that mess out. Let's put that away. All right, what direction am I facing? So this is here. Okay, so this is what we want. We got the crotch here. Rotate these down. So that's going to be our feet legs. Our feet legs will be facing that way. Make sure I'm looking at this correctly. So this is facing back like that, and we are going to flip up that number. So I think that's about as good as we're going to get for the bottom half. So set that aside. Work on the other one, which is now really strange looking, if we're honest. So this is already a good ways there. So we just need to get this bottom section aligned properly. And it comes down to a lot of manipulating these wheels. So as I'm looking at it, I'm going to go here and pull these down like so, where one wheel is sort of in front of the other, like that, right? No, that doesn't look right. How is that? I bet it's reversed again. Yeah, I bet it's reversed again. Right? Where am I at? Okay. So it's originally supposed to be this way. That the wheel's facing like that. Well, just once again, that has never really fallen off, and now it's fallen off twice. And does that need to be spun out or forward, or just fine like that? Okay. So arms are doing what arms do. Once again, get it to the point that we can mess with it. So that's like that. That's pointed that way. Good. We want this to come down, fold down, flip forward, and it says come out to here, then like this. So you've got like the little tail lights facing forward. That's really hard to maneuver, but we got it. This is already up. That's the other robot head. Okay, and so from here we want to flip all of this back and over. It's kind of confusing. Okay, so the wheels need to be up eventually, like that. I feel like something's not right here. Maybe it's not supposed to be. No, it's got to be there because we need this hole to be facing downward. So that's right. So that means this needs to be straightened out, and that's what's going on. So like this. Sorry, once again, I'm trying to go by. This is all correct. Then we need this folded flat down. I think that's what we're going for. Then again, maybe it's only ever meant to be happening here. And then rotate these vertically. Okay, yep. That's what it was. Right? We're getting there. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Nerds of all kind. So that needs to go down. Is there anything tabbing anybody together? Because I don't think so. I think that's just about like that. So these are going to be basically a backpack of sorts. This doesn't rotate at all, which I find really strange. So we got our arms already ready to go. We're good here. And now we need this to do its thing and plug into the bottom of this. And good God. See, the only thing that bothers me is that all this is hanging out back here. I feel like this just needs to be tucked up like so. Like, there was no reason for that to be like way hanging out the back unless it's meant for counterbalance, which I don't think it is. But there we go. Whoop, I can't see anything. There is our Landbreaker person, robot creature, mobile worker situation. It is very much a mobile worker, like from Gundam, and I dig that. And it looks crazy. Like, we got butterfly joints here, You got normal rotation joints. This turns into basically universal. I like the part separation and paint and all these things here. We get a double jointed elbow, technically speaking. Bicep rotation there. Wrist rotation down here. Obviously you get claw manipulation there. And I like the now like camera head hanging out there along with an antenna. And of course if you have other little tiny weapons, you can apply them, you know, however you want. You got some work lights happening there. And then of course you have the other crotch cockpit thing happening down below. And I mean, other than the backpack area, which like I said is just like, to me this doesn't make sense to have that just hanging way the hell out, so I'm leaving mine tucked in. And like I kind of want to actually cover down on the crotch like so. I think that might look a little bit better, but it's pretty cool. I mean, you can get the torso rotation, you can technically rotate the head. So that's actually badass. I'm getting a picture of that. That might be a thumbnail. So for their first outing as a combining robot gimmick, it's pretty badass. And like we can even get the background image in there, which looks pretty awesome in and of itself. Let's come down low, try to get a good shot. There we go. I'll probably get some better stuff in there later. And for comparison, here's our Wally Meister. Here's our original D10 slash Dio slash Dio. I still think it's D10 because it's got numbers, not letters. Here's the Sharkira we looked at before. It's kind of hard to compare to. What else do we got? Here's a Casey Jones. So it's roughly 6 inches tall. Casey Jones is about 7. Here is Crab Friend. We like crabs. Crabs are cool. So yeah, it's pretty epic. And I'm gonna get the regular Landbreaker by all means. I just hope they do more of them. Like, give us more variants or things like that. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that like some of the details, like this area is just kind of dumb. Like it'd be cool if you could just remove these. Obviously you could swap out, you could pull off these guys here, you could swap them out for the legs if you want to have it do that. You can swap the arms and legs in general if you want to do it. So there is some modular design, but for the most part, I dig this thing as it is. And of course, I had to get the Devastator color one. Are you kidding me? And I would like to know if you can fit any Diaclone little mini dudes in there, if you could, because that would be really freaking neat. If you've done that, by all means, let me know. But guys, that's it. I'm running out of time here on the old camera, so like and subscribe. Go check out all the other 52 toy nonsense that I do have. And I did pick this up at Chosen Prime if you want to get your own. Do it there, or BBTS if you want. So, but I'll catch you guys next time. Remember, as always, to keep on boxing.